we have new news for the upcoming Trackmania World Tour. We have this 8 partner teams for the Trackmania Grand League main division announced. So the way how the new ecosystem for Trackmania will work, that there will be like a official partner slash franchise league for the main division. There's also going to be TMGLC, where we don't still have precise information just yet, but we have the 8 known teams announced for the at least the main official partner league. So the 8 teams are Alliance, BDS, Big, Gamers 1, which is a new org coming into Trackmania, Carmine Corp, Sinners, Solary, and Into the Breach. Since now it's gonna be, instead of 16 orgs, well, almost 16 orgs as it was previously, we will have it just 8. So now, since it's also gonna be duos, so it's gonna be 2 players plus a streamer per team for at least the main official league. If we look at the main article that was posted just now, so the 8 teams will take part to the Trackmania Grand League in 2023, the main tournament of this Trackmania World Tour. Each team will be composed of 2 players and a dedicated streamer. So this will kind of those hints or confirm that it will be 8 teams, 2 players each, and a dedicated streamer as well that will be added for each team as a part of this like old system that they had with some kind of content creator providing the broadcast. If we still continue on with the article, the 2023 is a year of major changes for Trackmania esports, with the introduction of the annual Trackmania World Tour and a brand new team format with 2 versus 2 matches in every Trackmania World Tour League and related tournaments. 8 teams will take part to the Trackmania Grand League. Let's discover them. So the first team that we had, Solary, they already were part of Trackmania Grand League. They mainly had Carl Jr. as the player. They originally also had Bren, but very nice to still see them around. Next one is Into the Breach. There was a bit of like 50-50 rumors if they're gonna be in or not, as there were some people saying that, in quotes, they are too small of an org to be in this league, but looks like they have secured their position for this. Then the next one, which is going to be really big, as Carmine Corp has insane French-speaking fan base, and I would say one of the craziest fan bases for an esports org slash team overall. So having Carmine Corp in this is going to be very, very crucial. I think most people will associate like Carl Jr., Mime, Bren with these players, but since it's going to be 2 players, we might see some interesting transfers happening. So the next team that I personally was a bit surprised is Sinners, which is the Czech-Slovak team. Originally having Kappa currently is their player, but we might see additional additions coming to that. Then next is Team BDS. BDS having player Offy. I think BDS is most well known for their performance in Rocket League. Also a bit memey about their League of Legends squad, but in Trackmania there have been quite a bit up there as well. So we'll see how they'll go in a 2v2 format. Next one is Big. We have seen a lot of posts between Massa and Grenadi teasing that they might be duoing. Well, this might be the org where that might just happen. And next one is Alliance. We might not see Spam as the player here this time around, as it was hinted by Alliance's own article that they will be picking 2 new players, 1 veteran and 1 a bit younger, as an interesting mashup there. So we already have a bit of news regarding that. And then we have the last org, which is Gamers First. Gamers First was a relatively new org. I personally knew them from Rocket League, where they picked up the Spanish roster of marked by 8, and also having, let's just say, very, very strong funding at its core. So having like a very strong financial emerging org is quite nice to see in Trackmania as one of the official partner teams, but at the same time we do have quite a bit of orgs missing. We won't see M&M Gaming, which I think is a bit of a shame because M&M has been in Trackmania for a very, very long while. We won't see Gaming Privé, which was previously with RL, which is more like a, I would say, an advertisement. Not really an org, but more like an advertisement of a website. Then we won't see also GameWord, which was Gwen's org. And due to that, we're starting to see a bit of assumptions. Like, there are some iconic duos that are already, so probably Offy, Gwen under Team BDS, which is already like one of the early rumors, like Grenadi and Massa, for example. But yeah, some of the other works as well. Gamer's Origin is not here as well, which is also relatively decent sized org as well. Sprout is not here, which was Scrappy affiliated as well. And of course, alternate attacks as well, which was the all currently is Grenadi's org. So we might see some interesting mashups here and there as well. So one thing to mention is that the transfer window is now opened and it will close on December 16. So that means the orgs, since now this is a fully partnered / franchise, I like actually franchise league, comparing to like pseudo franchise team / players own the slot hybrid, whatever it was. Now it's like solidified. Orgs own the slot and they pick the players who will be representing them. There have been a bit of inside sources that it will not be the TMGL players. Like the 16 that were in, that was already like, no, it will be orgs picking whatever 2 players it might be. So there might be some very crazy duos picked up, and I think the transfer window due to that is going to become very spicy. We might see even some players that people might not even expect to see in TMGL, and we might see let's just wait for all the official confirmations so far. There's a lot of speculation what could happen, who could team up, what were the assumptions of who would be playing and what. One thing that I would love to see outside of the partner teams is when we'll see like the regional leagues or TMGLC as well. Let's not forget about those. That I would love to see some orgs picking up top teams there as well. But at least very nice to see the official partner teams getting solidified quite early on. However, without knowing who will be playing for them. However, there are some assumptions, or you can kind of guesstimate each of the picks on the side as well. So what are your expectations, or who will be playing who? And what do you think of the orgs that will be joining as well? What orgs do you would love to see coming from regional leagues or challenger divisions as well? And more importantly, who might be picked up by the teams? Who would you love to see, and who do you think might be in reality chosen? Either way, this was a very interesting, nice update. A bit of a sudden update, I would say. It wasn't really teased or announced. There were some leaks that were coming out from TMGLC. Apologies for the main TMGL players where this information managed to pop up for the timing of it. But yeah, either way, that's going to be it for me today. Stay tuned for more Trackmania Grand League, or as it's now called, Trackmania World Tour updates. And see ya later. Bye-bye.